The Bengals greeted Aaron Donald with attention. They weren't chancing it with the three-time Defensive Player of the Year. In the opening minutes of Super Bowl 56, they took a different kind of risk.
The test.
Yeah.
We want you to voice over a couple of videos that we talked about.
Let's see what I can figure out here.
Okay, well, this one is, okay, this is a truck. It's about to get hit by a train. What do you say?
In a world where trucks get hit by trains,
Yes!
damage is serious.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Man, I wish I had you when I was single, man. I'm like, you're all filled things.
It's summertime in New Jersey, and you know what that means. Stretch out.
Hey, focus in here.
The entire viewing audience was focused on the man leading the Chiefs to their first Super Bowl in 50 years. But Patrick Mahomes didn't begin the game by matriculating the ball down the field.
On second down, this
NFL films. Well, you know, it's interesting. I started coaching in 2011. I was a bit of a reluctant coach because I only intended to do one workshop in my hometown or near my hometown of Ocean City, New Jersey, and then that led to another workshop and another, and then I started traveling with them and getting asked to do them in different places. And so, but I had a student here in Jersey who, you know, strong bass baritone voice like myself, and great voice, man. And as we coached him up and finally got him ready to do a demo, you know, I said to him, I said, look, man, you like football at all? And he said, yeah, absolutely. And so he said, you know, I've got a contact actually at NFL Films. And I said, well, you need to reach out to him because, man, I could hear you voicing some stuff for NFL Films. And, you know, NFL Films, you know, I mean, they've gotten a little more diverse today in terms of the type of voices they use, but they certainly have their voice talent definitely has an authority and a gravitas typically. And so he actually auditioned. And he said, nah, man, I think I bombed. And so I said, wow, well, you know, don't give up on it. You know, I said, hang in there, work that demo, you know, and, you know, I know that, or at least I knew in perhaps a conversation or so that he was, you know, I could tell he basically had sort of a passive interest in voice acting, and you know, I sort of suspected that he probably wouldn't come back to the table, or at least it would be a few years. And so I said to him, I said, look, I really want you to get in the door. I said, but along the line, doesn't have to be now. You know, I'm a big football guy. NFL Films, I make the kind of pizza that NFL Films likes and needs, and I think we'd be a good match. If you ever want to share contact with me, I'd certainly appreciate it. And never responded, never actually gave that contact, and I never held it against him. I mean, that's totally okay. The important thing for me was I didn't want to step on his toes either. I certainly wanted him to get in the door, so left it alone. A couple years go by, and I don't know, maybe 2013 or so, I'm starting to reach out to NFL Films, and I'm calling every department imaginable, trying to get a hold of somebody. And this went on and off for the next 3 years. You know, every couple months I'd leave a message or I'd try to email somebody, and got nowhere. And 2016, there was a story about a homeless man who had this golden voice. You probably know that story, made national news. Guy had this beautiful, beautiful voice. And I'll never forget it. I think I was traveling maybe to Cleveland, and I read an article in the Cleveland Plain Dealer. And turns out NFL Films was scouting this guy, and one of their senior producers actually was listed in the article. Well, that's all I needed was a name. And I get back home to Jersey, reach out to him. Somehow I ended up getting his email, or figuring out how to get his email. Reached out to him, sent my demos, called him, and he had listened to my demo, and he said, "Great demo." He said, "In fact, it's a demo I produced of myself." So he said, "Great demo," and he said, "You have a home studio?" I said, "Absolutely." And he said, "All right, we're going to put some scripts together and send you an audition." And so he did that within like 2 days, he and another producer. And a couple of days go by. I'll never forget this day. I'm in Philadelphia with a buddy of mine, actually a student, and we're having lunch. And I get a call from this senior producer, and he's talking. We're talking, 3 to 5 minutes. And he says to me, he said, "Okay," he said, "I just wanted to talk to you just to see if that voice was real." And I'm like, "Huh? What?" He's like, "No," he said, "Listen," he said, "there are a lot of guys, a lot of voice actors, they come to us, they put on a voice they think we want to hear, and NFL Films is kind of, you think NFL Films and it kind of connotes a certain sound." And he said, "I just wanted to, kind of make sure that voice was real." And he said, "Welcome to the team." And so I think within like a week or so, I got my first assignment with them. And I got to actually voice the Super Bowl that year, which was the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. And I'm taking notes during the Super Bowl, first time now doing this idea of taking notes. And Atlanta's up 28-3 at halftime. I fall asleep, wake up fourth quarter, and they're losing. And that was the first Super Bowl that I narrated for NFL Films.
There are two things you can count on when the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady is going to excel in the fourth quarter, and someone is going to make a "you have got to be kidding me" catch.
I've narrated the last 7 Super Bowls for recaps for that particular show, which was once voiced by the iconic John Facenda.